All right. Now, to start the stream off, if you're new here and you don't know what we do every week, we have a weekly schedule. We go Monday through Saturday. Sunday, I could either take a day off or do a random stream. That's up to me. Anyways, today is Tuesday, so we're doing tier list Tuesday. We go to tiermaker.com and we do a random tier maker list, a tier list, whether it be Destiny 2 or anything other, whatever you guys want to see, or if nobody decides anything or comes up with something that I want to do, I'll just pick one at random or one that I like. In the Discord, I'm going to open it up right now and show you guys. In my Discord, if you're not already in, you can type !Discord and join. We have this weekly stream schedule here. This goes for each day of the week minus Sunday. So on Tuesday, we have tier list Tuesday ideas. You can drop down what you guys want to see, and if I can, I will make that tier list if it's not already made, and we'll do that. And we'll do that on stream and then post that from the stream into YouTube. That way anybody can go back and watch it if they missed the stream. And we do that for every week, every day of the week. So we got Wheel of Misfortune Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Friday, Send Your Clips Saturdays, and then we also have Music Monday, which we did yesterday. So yeah, if you're new here, that's what we do every week. Okay, so today we got Destiny 2 Lightfall Craftable Weapons from Season 20 to Season 23. So we got all of the Neomuna weapons. We got the Nezarec raid. I forget what it's called, but we got those raid weapons. We got the Queen weapons. We got the other Queen weapons that drop. We have the Vexcalibur. We have the Taken weapons. We have the Last Wish weapons. We have the Season of the Witch weapons, Crota's weapons, this season's weapons, and then the exotic bow from this season. So we're going to rank these in a PvP order. Since we're mainly a PvP channel, we're most of these tier lists that we do on Destiny, unless otherwise specified, will be a PvP edition. So we're going to rank these in PvP rankings to what I think, in my opinion, how I think they should be ranked. This is always subject to everybody else's opinions on what they like. They might like something more than I do, so we'll see how it goes. Starting off, this is the GL, I believe. No. Machine gun. Heavy machine gun from Neomuna. I forget what it's called, but I do have this, and I do like this a lot in PvE. It's okay in PvP. It is, I believe, a slower-ish firing heavy. So if I had to rank this for a PvP weapon, I would probably have to rank it B tier. No, I'm going to give it C tier. In my opinion, I think machine guns are probably one of the less used things in heavy that I see nowadays. More GLs and rockets and swords are like the most used heavy weapons in PvP right now, in my opinion. So we're going to put that in the C tier. Next, we got the iterative loop fusion. Now, fusions, I feel like, are very underused at the moment, and I'm not sure why, because I still feel like fusions are very good if you know how to use them and if you know your ranges. I'm gonna put the fusion iterative loop in the A tier. It is a rapid fire, and it has a really good range, and this is a craftable weapon, so I would say it's an A tier craftable. So definitely A tier. Next, we have the phylactic something like that. It's something with a PHY something. Phylactic spiral or something like that. I don't know. It's a 340 craftable. Has really good perks on it. Pulses are really nice this right now after this Into the Light update. I'm going to put this in the S tier. I really think this gun is nice. I haven't used it as much as I would like to. I have so many other pulses that I'm enjoying right now that I just really haven't went back and really touched on it again. But I still think it is S tier. Next, we have the, what is this shit called? I can't think of it. This is the fucking Strand Hand Cannon crafted one. I can't think of the fucking name right now. S tier. Very good rolls. One of the better kinetic 120s that we have to use. Round Robin. Thank you, Terracon. Appreciate you. Shout out, Terracon. Round Robin. Yes, definitely S tier 120 in my opinion. Out of the 120s that we do have, I just think this is probably one of the better ones. It's craftable. You can make it any way you like. You don't have to worry about random rolls. The worst part is just getting the gun itself craftable. So S tier for me. Volta bracket. I think this is what this is called. Honestly, this is one of the snipers I never used and never even tried to use. I don't think it comes with snapshot. I think you can get like opening shot, maybe keep away on it. It's just not something I like. I don't really like this sniper at all. I'm gonna put this in D tier. I don't think it's very good for PvP. In my opinion, this just, I don't know. I don't fuck with it. Next we got Acacia's something. Yeah, we're just gonna call it Acacia's because I forget the second word. But trace rifle. Trace rifles are still pretty good in PvP. If you got that aim and that tracking, they melt. They melt. I'm gonna put this in B tier. I don't use them too much. I use more PvE than anything. So I'm throwing that in B tier. Linear fusion, 3-round burst. This is really good in PvE, but PvP I don't see really any. Linears just ain't what they used to be in PvP, especially with the flinch on them. We're gonna go ahead and put this in D tier. It's just something I wouldn't use. Next we have Caraxis. I think this is called Caraxis, I believe. GLs are one of the more popular picks for heavies in PvP. I actually don't have this one myself. I don't believe I have this one myself. I might have one of these. Never used it in PvE. I feel like there's a lot better choices for it, and not being craftable and having to worry about getting 5 of these or whatever. So I would say C tier in my opinion. There's just other options you could use that are not craftable. Michaels, I think it's Michaels or Michaels, something like that. Sidearms are fucking amazing. It is an auto, I believe it's auto sidearm. And in this case, it is a craftable, and you can put some good rolls on it. I would probably put this in the A tier. I want to say sidearms are the best of the best picks right now, since right now a lot of people are playing scout pulses. Auto rifles, you're kind of getting outranged on a lot of maps. So we'll leave it. It is very good, but it's just not it's not the best thing you could use in the meta right now. Next we have the shotgun from the raid. This is a slug shotgun. I actually have this. I think it's Nessa's obligation. Slugs are actually a very popular pick right now that I've seen even in the J-Babes and J-Beats clan. I know a few people that really like these slugs. I've never been a fan of slugs. When I think of a shotgun, I'm not really trying to go for precision hits, precision kills, or anything like that. I'm just going for that hip fire kill, or something. It's just slugs. I'm gonna put it in the B tier just because I don't use slugs like that, but they are very good. Like chaperone, you know what I mean? So B tier for me. Next we have what is this shit called? Terracon, help me out here. I'm fucking blanking. Shit. This fucking auto rifle. It's obviously going in A tier because it's an auto rifle. It's a 600, and I think 450s got nerfed. And this is a 600, I believe. We're going to put this in the A tier. You can get really good rolls on this. It's craftable. Even without it being craftable, just auto rifles in general right now are just very, very good. So if you don't have one of these, definitely go pick one up. I don't remember what it's called. If I remember what it's called later, I'll put it on screen for YouTube. Next we have the sword. I forget a lot of these weapons are called. So fucking bear with me here, okay? We have the queen sword. It is a sword, but it's not a sword that can come with eager edge, I believe, and that's really what you want. In PvP's eager edge. I mean, swords are still crazy in PvP regardless. It's just if you get in, like you're just. I'm gonna put this one in C tier. It's not it's not something I would use. If you're gonna use a sword, it has to have eager edge on it, or use black talon, or like the one that you shoot the shit out of, the fucking caster frames. Funny I can remember caster frame, but I can't remember the name of the fucking weapon. I remember this one, Perpetualis auto rifle. Again, I think this is a 600 RPM. Never really use it too much. I know it can get some decent rolls, but I feel like it's more of a PvP auto rifle. Still an auto rifle, so it's good. I would say I'm gonna put this one in B tier. Arana, I don't have a playlist command yet. I'm playing off of J Beats playlist right now because he does have some bangers that I like. I'm on bangers from Jay right here. I will set up a playlist command though. Do I want to play? Shoot me a playlist. Okay, so we left our Perpetualis. Next we got the Prodigal Return GL. Not a big fan of GLs in PvP, especially with the how the special is. Maybe in trials it could be good since the special economy in trials is fucking wild right now. We'll go ahead and put this one in B tier. Just kind of a middle ground option for me. Next we have the Raconteur, I believe it's called, Raconteur. Bow. If you really know how to use bows and you're just that much of weirdo, no offense. No offense. I just can't with bow users. You guys know this from the last video. I don't fuck with bows and I can't stand playing against bows. But it is a bow and it's a craftable bow with some decent perks. We'll put this in A tier. For those of you guys that know how to use the bows. Okay, let's see. We got this playlist from Arana. What do we got? Okay. Let's throw this on. Let's play this. Daijo and Tory Lanez. If I like this, I'm gonna add this to the playlist. I'm not allowed to send you the throwback one. All right, bet. All right. Next we have the GL from the Queen weapons. This is actually more of a decent GL. I'm gonna put this one in B tier. Craftable, we get some decent perks on it. It's more. I feel like it's more PvP or PvE oriented, but it is a decent GL. So I'm gonna throw it there. Next we got the fusion from the Queen. This fusion's pretty crazy. I didn't get to really jump into playing with this too much. I tried a random rolled one and the shot I hit with this thing with what is it, offhand strike was crazy. Like I'm talking miles away with this. Fusions are just my thing. I'm gonna put this in A tier with the iterative loop. Super fun to play with offhand strike. Gonna have to use the playlist command in B's chat later. All right, bet. So yeah. That's going there. Next we got I'll call them the callous weapons. The sword, again, not sure what these roll with. I'm gonna put these in C tier because I don't believe you can get Eager Edge on any of these, and it's really not worth using without Eager Edge. Imperial Decree. Now this is an S tier shotgun. It's probably one of the better shotguns we have in the kinetic slot. We have conditional, we have Swordbreaker, we have Imperial Decree, we have I think Reese Walker, we have a few other ones that just they're not standouts, but Imperial Decree right now feels really good. If you don't have conditional or Swordbreaker, which Swordbreaker is one of my favorite shotguns, definitely invest in getting this. One of the best shotguns in the game. Next, Excalibur, Glaive. I actually got my ass kicked by a glaive the other day. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this in C tier. Somebody was saying Vexcalibur is secret tech, and I want to say it was Terracon, but I could be wrong. I don't know, but I'll have to look at this gun, glaive, and see what it does. Excuse me. Next we have the Taken Sniper. Again, I'm blanking on all of these names right now. This doesn't roll with Snapshot. Saddening, very saddening, but I think it's a 72 RPM. I think it is 72. I'll put it in B tier because I think it has like I think it can get a decent PvP roll. I'm gonna put it in B tier. I'm a sniper main, so I'm very critical on snipers. If it don't got Snapshot, I don't want to use it. I mean, for the most part, I'm very, very critical on that. Like Snapshot is, I feel like you need snapshot on the sniper. If you're a slide sniper and you're like, you really like that, or if, it'd be different if you just sat in the back of the map with a sniper and just waited for people to come to you. But if you're like pushing with a sniper, you definitely want snapshot. Next, we have the pulse. Again, can't remember the name for this one. Taking pulse. This has some decent rolls. I believe this is a rapid fire frame. I think it is. But this does have some good rolls. Again, it's a pulse. I'm gonna put this in the A tier just because I don't use it too much. It's kind of mid. It's kind of a mid pulse out of the ones that we have. Next we have this one. I remember this is the Rapacious Appetite SMG. It's a 900 RPM stasis, I believe. It can get target lock and stuff like that. I really want to try this actually out because we do have some really good SMGs right now. We got Multi-Mock coming back. We got Adjudicator coming back, or that came back. We have, I think another one's coming back. I forget, but there's some good kinetic SMGs. So this is something I would have to go and try. I can actually craft this. I'm going to craft this and try this out. Again, we'll do updated versions of these after, you know, I get some more testing done with them, but this is just on the spot now what I think of the weapons. Yeah, we'll put that in the A tier. Next, targeted redaction. Probably again, this is I think it's a good 120. There are better choices. Igneous Hammer for one is the best 120 in the game. Obvious reasons. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in the S tier. Other than Igneous, targeted is gonna be one of the ones you want to use. I can't really even think of the other 120s we have, but it's craftable. It has some decent rolls. You can really get some range on this fucking thing with like keep away, keep away and explosive payload, stuff like that. So S tier in my opinion. Next we got the Taken Sword. I think this is called Thin Precipice or something like that. Again, I don't think it has Eager Edge, so we're not going to rank that any higher than C tier. We have the shotgun. This is, I believe, a rapid fire frame shotgun, and they're very ass in PvP. I'm actually going to put that in D tier, to be honest with you. Just not very great shotgun. I'm surprised they actually don't have the other weapons in here. It's actually missing, this series is missing the like spare rat. Oh, wait, this is craftable. Never mind, I'm tripping. Spare rations, those aren't craftable. Never mind. Okay, so we're good. Next, Age Old Bond. It is an auto rifle. I think it's a 360 actually. I think it's one of the slower ones. It's just, I don't see anybody use this auto rifle. I think it can get some really good rolls on it. It's just 360s aren't in a very good spot right now. They're not terrible, but they're not great. You can use a 600 or 450 much better. So yeah, definitely. I'm gonna put this in the B tier. We have Apex Predator rocket launcher. This is the first rocket launcher that we're going to put on the list. Apex Predator is insanely good for PvE. As far as PvP goes, I'm sure there is a good roll on it. I don't have one of these myself. I think I might have an old one before they were even craftable, with a decent PvP roll. I'm going to put this in B tier. Rockets are kind of middle ground. They're not a GL. But they're not a sword, but they're not like horrible. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Chattering Bone, you can get a really crazy roll. You can get kill clip rampage on this thing. It is a rapid fire frame, or I think it's the 540 is a lightweight frame. That's what it is, or maybe there's a wrap. I don't remember, but I believe this just got buffed. These frames just got buffed because it's this. I'm pretty sure the same frame as the Scalar Potential. We'll get to that one later. We're gonna put this in the A tier. I'm kind of in the middle here. I haven't used a crafted one yet, but I think I'm gonna have to start doing that, getting my patterns for these. We might have to work on that soon here. I'm gonna leave it in the A tier since I haven't tried a crafted version of this. Nation of Beasts, haven't tried a crafted version, but I know Nation of Beasts is a very good 140. It's just not one of the better 140s that we have. We have some really good 140s. We have Austringer. We have Luna. What is that shit called? The one from Grasp. I can't think of the name. I is Luna. We have we have Ostringer, I is Luna. We got fucking Kept Confidence. We got Pally. We got fucking. There's a lot of options. Nation of Beasts is kind of just I would say it's a middle ground, but since it's craftable and I know it has some decent rolls, we're gonna put it in the A tier. It is nice. Techie Enforced. This got to be one of the better fusions in the game. It's an adaptive frame, and it was good before it was even a craftable. And I think the wish weapons have a really nice intrinsic, or not intrinsic, that extra perk, I forget what it's called. The very last one that all the guns have now. Has a really nice one. The rolls on it are nice. Adaptives are my second, or no, adaptives are my first favorite for PvP. Minus Likely Suspect. That's my favorite fusion in the game, and it's a rapid fire frame. So we're gonna put this in the S tier. Next, we got Supremacy, one of my favorite snipers. I don't use it like I should. I have a non-crafted version, a non-craftable version, with a decent roll, and I do like it. It's a 140, but it's a fun sniper. I'm putting this in the S tier. I think it's a great gun. Yo, Killer Cheeks in the chat. What up, Kel? Welcome in, my brother. How are we doing? We are doing some tier lists right now. We are ranking all these weapons you see on screen in a PvP fashion. In my opinion, these are my opinions of where these guns rank on a scale. So yeah, enjoy. Next, we got Transfiguration. Scout Rifles. Scout Rifles are in a very good spot right now. It isn't, I think this is one of the slower firing rate scouts, if I recall. And scouts are just very good right now. This can roll, I believe, with Kill Clip Rampage as well. Same as Chattering Bone. We're gonna put this in the I think this S tier, especially with maps like Multiplex and Trials. If you're not trying to waste a slot on Jade or Polaris, definitely a good choice to go for here. Definitely, yeah, go for that one. Another role, Tyranny of Heaven. Actually, there's this one player that I've played a few times that uses this Tyranny of Heaven, and I think there's a streamer who uses this. I think it's Gold Eagle. I could be wrong. Someone uses a Tyranny of Heaven and something else. Absolutely destroy in PvP. I think this is a great pick. I'm going to put it in the A tier. Only reason I don't give it S tier because I don't fuck with bows, all right? I don't fuck with bows. I used to, but I don't fuck with them now. I can't stand bows anymore. They're too much, okay? Next, we have the Witch Scout. I believe this is a 150. Again, scouts are in a really good place. I don't actually know what rolls on this. I don't think I can even craft this. I never really went for it. But now that scouts are in a good place, I actually might consider going for this. So we're going to put this in the B tier. I think there's better options than this, though. But yeah. Next, we have the... I think this is a Strand machine gun from the Witch as well. Really good in PvE. It's a 900 RPM, which I don't like using 900 RPMs in PvP. They're just, you just go through your ammo way too quickly. And with the movement, if your tracking isn't good, you miss some shots, you're not going to get the kill. I'm actually going to put this in D tier. I think there's a lot better options, especially with Hammerhead coming back soon here. It's definitely not going to be used. Kept Confidence, y'all. This hand cannon right here, y'all. Kept Confidence. One of my favorite hand cannons, one of my favorite 140s in the game. The stats on this thing are amazing. The gun feels great. A lot of people don't like the recoil direction. It has a little bit of a weird recoil direction, I will say that. But the hand cannon itself is just great in my opinion. It feels great. I have over 1,000 kills in this weapon. Super fun. I'm putting this in the S tier. Great weapon. Next, we got the Hocus Pocus Locust Pocus rifle. That's the name. It's some shit like that. Locust or some shit like that. I think I have a decent roll, like opening shot and something else. I want to say opening shot, moving target, maybe. I don't think it can roll with that. I know it can go with opening shot. It just, it's just another one of those snipers that's just, I'm not going to use. I don't actually like the scope on this sniper at all. I think it's horrible. I'm going to put that in the D tier, y'all. We got the rocket. Rockets are great right now. I actually don't know the rolls on this. I actually should look at this because I have a god roll. I think it's called a Crux termination fucking rocket. It's like a world drop that's really good. Has like bipod reconstructions, crazy. So I want to see if there's any other crafted rockets that can get that. But for PvP, I think this is a meh. I'm gonna say this is meh. I want to put it into C tier. I'm not 100% sure on this. Nah. Next we have the fusion from the same thing, the Witch Queen, or the Witch Season of the Witch, whatever season. This is a high impact frame, the slowest one, I believe, slowest charge. They're good if you know how to time your shots. If you know how to time your charge, they're really good. They have a fuckload of range, high damage. I'm gonna put this in B tier, middle ground. I think it's these higher charge rate fusions are a little higher skill gap, or a little higher skill ceiling than other fusions. So we'll put that in the B tier. Next we got Abyss Defiant. I believe this is also a 360 auto rifle, but it has some really good fucking perks on it. I'm gonna put it in the A tier just because it's a 360. And the only reason I don't put it with Age-Old Bond, I think the perk rolls is better for the Abyss Defiant. I think, I could be wrong. I don't remember the Age-Old Bond ones, but I know this gets some really cool perks on it. Good combinations for both PvE and PvP. Really fun combinations. So we'll put that in the A tier. Next we got the Fang of Ear Ute. Or no, sorry. This is the... Is that the Fang? Yeah, that's Fang. Yeah. Fang of Ear Ute Scout Rifle. It's a 150 RPM. Again, 150 RPMs are really good too right now. Like I said, if you don't want to waste your slot on a Jade Rabbit or Polaris Lance and you want to use your exotic for something else, you can pick one of these up, get some decent rolls on it, some stats on it. I'm going to put this in the S tier. Scouts again. Like I said, the meta right now is very much Scout Pulse. Maybe some SMG in there, but next we got Oversoul Edict. Again, another Pulse. I believe this is a rapid fire frame. I need to go back and look at the ones that I have and maybe start looking at crafting one of these to see how good it is with the crafted version. I do like this weapon a lot. I have a Head Seeker roll, and Head Seeker is very fucking good right now. So I'm gonna put that also in the S tier. I believe this is the Song of Ear Ute Heavy Machine Gun. This is a slower fire rate one. More, these are better in PvP. The slower firing, you can land your shots a lot better with these. I'm gonna put this in the B tier. It is good. It's a good LMG. There's not much else you can really say about them. The next weapon we got here, the Sword Breaker. Don't sleep on this shotgun. I don't ever really see this shotgun get used because it's a lightweight frame, but the stats on this thing are crazy good. The perks you can get: threat detector, opening shot. Super good shotgun. It's a lightweight, so you do kind of gotta know how to use this a little bit, but it's good. I like this shotgun a lot. I'm gonna put this in the S tier. Next we got the Word of Crota. The Word of Crota is a 180 hand cannon. It's kind of it's whatevs. I've died to a couple of Word of Crotas before. I don't know too much what rolls on this. I have like a PvE roll of it, so I don't know what PvP perks can come on this. But we'll go ahead and put this in the B tier. Again, a kind of a middle ground weapon. We'll see how they play out. Next we have the Appetence, I believe it is, Trace Rifle. Another Trace Rifle. Again, it does have some good perks: killing tally, target lock, and some other ones like that. We'll go ahead and put this also with Acacia's Defection. I think that's what that one actually. I remember that one now. We'll put that with that one. I think that's a good ranking. Again, another 3-round burst linear. We got I forget what this one is called. We're gonna put this in the D tier. I don't really see linears used too much in PvP. I don't think you should really use a linear in PvP unless you're ready for that flinch that comes along with it. And then we got the bow from this season. Just a bow. I'm going to put it in the A tier. I'm not even going to say anything else about it. Just fuck the bows, bro. Next, arguably probably one of my favorite weapons in the game right now, Scalar Potential. This thing is absolutely disgusting, chat. Like, bro, it's so good right now. With the buff that they got, it's a rapid fire pulse rifle with head seeker, keep away. It's just so good. It feels great. I dropped a Wii ran with this. It's so good. I have like, I don't know, like almost 300 kills on it, but I can just say, I can tell you already, this probably has to be my favorite pulse rifle in the game. This is S tier, 100% sure. Do not sleep on this weapon. I've been telling everybody, don't sleep on this. Go get this weapon. Go craft it like ASAP. It's so good. Next we have the Fusion. This one I haven't messed around with too much. A lot of people call me a Fusion main. J Beads. But I actually have not really used this Fusion in PvP. I'm not sure the roles that come with it, but it is a Fusion, and Fusions are decent. I'm gonna put this one in the B tier. I believe this is adaptive. I want to say adaptive frame. I think I can't remember 100 right now. But we'll put it in the middle ground section here. Next we got these. I think this is called the Super Cluster or some shit. I don't know if I know. It's a slug though, and again, slugs are very popular right now. A lot of people are using the slugs. I think they're kind of just this is also another one of those high skill gap, like high skill ceiling weapons that not a lot of players use, but a lot of good players use. They have a lot more range than a pellet. They have more damp. Obviously, you know, you hit those headies, you're gonna beat a pellet shotgun probably 90% of the time, 100% of the time probably. We're gonna put in the B tier with the other one. Again, this is just like I said. I put it in the middle ground because it's very good if you're a good player, but not very good if you're average to a lower skill player. You're probably better off using a pellet. Next, we have Adhorative. This is a 340 pulse rifle. Again, pulse rifles are just really good right now. I believe this can get head seeker as well. With head seeker, pulse rifles are pretty fucking OP with head seeker. So we're gonna put that in the S tier. I forget what this one is called, but this is the Vex Scout. Also from this season, if I'm not mistaken. It's a 150, I believe. Again, it's a scout. Use it if you don't want to use your exotic slot on a Jade or a Polaris with, like I said, with maps like Multiplex, these long range maps and trials. A lot of the time, these are things that are going to be used. So you might as well have them in your arsenal now than not have them when the time comes when you need them. So definitely go get your hands on those. Optative 180 hand cannon, kind of mid again, more PvE oriented hand cannon here. I'm gonna put that in the B tier. Not that great. Subjunction, I believe this one is called. Again, another PvE oriented submachine gun. I think it's a 900 RPM. It gets like subsistence volt shot or something like that. It's a PvE weapon in my opinion. We're gonna put that in the B tier. And then next we have the new bow, the Wish Keeper, I believe it's called. Very fun bow to use in PvE, but just very I don't think it's that great, and I haven't even used it in PvP because I don't think it's even gonna be useful. I mean, if you can hit the shots to get your suspend, cool. And if you can get your shot off to suspend somebody with it, cool. But also with the way people play now and the team shots, you're probably going to be getting shot from 2 or 3 different angles. I just think it's just not that great of an option to pick. I'm going to put that in the D tier. And that's going to wrap it up for Tier List Tuesday. We got this one knocked out pretty quick. This is a pretty short one. Only a little bit of crafted weapons from season 20. The only 3 season lists.
Emotional damage.
What up, Purple? Yeah, so we got our tier list here. This is it for Tier List Tuesday. Let me know what you think of my picks and my placements for this tier list in the comment section below. If you like the video, drop a like on the video, turn on notifications so you get notified every time I drop a video. Subscribe, hit that subscribe button, y'all. Come follow me on Twitch so you can see me do this shit live and play some PvP with Purple. Deuces.